How do you learn so many chunks? Look at them, so many of them. How do you learn it? What do you think is the one thing that students say to me holds them back from having better English, especially when they're speaking? Any guesses? Well, the one I hear the most is translating in their heads. And usually, when they said they're translating, they're usually translating word for word. So it's a very, very slow process. And languages don't translate word for word. For instance, in English, you got I'm afraid of. If you translate this into German, it's a different structure. It's Ich habe Angst vor. So they don't translate word for word. And this happens a lot. And English and German, from a linguistic point of view, they're fairly close to each other. So if you got English and Chinese, then the difference is much greater. Anyway, what can you do about this? One of the things, especially on this channel, we promote the idea of learning chunks. And that's one of the things you can do. But you might ask, how can I learn chunks? Well, one way is to listen and write. So listen to a chunk and write it down. What do you need for this? Well, you need a pen. So grab a pen, you need some paper, and you need a program called Anki. Okay. Anyway, I will show you how it works by using Anki. We are in Anki now, and we're going to here. So this is where the listen and write cards are for English. So here we are, and we can say study now.
You shouldn't.
Okay. And just in case you didn't hear that, you can press the play button.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Okay. And it said you shouldn't. So write your answer down. Excuse my handwriting, you shouldn't. And we can check the answer by show answer. Okay, so are you ready?
I don't know exactly.
Did you catch that? If you didn't, press play again.
I don't know exactly.
I don't. Oops. I don't know exactly. So excuse my handwriting. I don't know exactly. But it's good. It's good to use your hand because it helps you remember better. Okay, let's see the answer. I don't know exactly. Okay, that was good. Get ready for the next one.
She's good at.
Okay, let's listen to it again.
She's good at.
She's good at. So she's good at. That's what I got. Let's check the answer. She's good at.
She's good at.
Okay, we'll just do one more.
You're worried about.
Just in case you didn't catch it.
You're worried about.
You're worried about. Okay, that's what I've written. And let's look at the answer. You're worried about. And notice that it's written as you speak it. So it's not you are worried about, because that sounds a little bit robotic. You're worried about.
You're worried about.
You're worried about. So in this pack, we try to make everything sound more like speech rather than writing. That was Anki, and that's how Anki works. And in the detail below, you can get access to that Anki deck. There's 150 cards in it altogether. But you might be thinking, okay, well, all right, I heard those chunks, but I wasn't sure of the meaning of some of those chunks. And don't worry, we have a Word file for you that lists all those chunks. So perhaps you remember the one that says, I don't know exactly. And you think, what does that mean? So in the Word file, you have the English version written, and there's a link to DeepL, and DeepL can translate it. It might not be exactly how you use it in your language, but it should give you a good indication what that phrase means. So let's have a quick look at this Word file. Here we are. We're in the Word file, and we got all the chunks listed. So these are the first 10 chunks in the deck. And if you're not sure of the translation, what you can do, you can just copy it, and then you can go to DeepL. And how do you do that in this Word file? You press Control on your computer. Here we are in DeepL. I pasted in the phrases, and it's given me the German for it. If German is not your native language, you can change it, and they have a good selection of languages. So perhaps it's Dutch, or perhaps you want Japanese. I have no idea what this says in Japanese. Or perhaps you can put it into Finnish. And then you can get a translation, and you can copy this and put it into the file. So that's the idea. If you like this video or thought the video was useful, please like. That will help the channel grow. And the more the channel grows, the more I can offer. So press like. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe.